Hello and thank you for joining me for another iTWire video with top Australian and international executives. Today I have Tara Commerford. She is the Country Manager for Australia, New Zealand at GoDaddy. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Now, most people would already know that GoDaddy is a major global web hosting company, and if you don't, well, you know now. And viewers have probably seen a few of GoDaddy's US Super Bowl TV commercials. I know I have seen a few of them. Some of them were banned, you know, it was very clever marketing there. And regular customers of GoDaddy may also have noticed, as I did, that back in 2012, GoDaddy started offering .com.au and other .au addresses, and listed prices in Australian dollars, and even had an Australian tech support number, which was great. So here we are in mid-2015. Why has it taken so long to get a local physical presence, and what will you be able to offer customers locally that you weren't able to before?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. I think today's announcement really sets the scene that we're here in market to better serve our Australian customers. We are really taking a thoughtful approach to how we do that. My appointment today really starts that process, and we're going to be listening to customer feedback and figuring out really what is going to work best for the Australian market over here. Yeah, in terms of what you just said, we have had a pricing strategy since 2012. What we really want to do by having a local operations is start to get a feel of what the market wants, and that means looking at localizing the platform, figuring out the best products and services and pricing that are going to work for the Australian market, and really take a customer-led approach to the future.
Sure, and so just out of curiosity, I know you've been involved in the tech space, but can you share with viewers what you've been doing in the past before GoDaddy?
Yeah, so over the last 5 years, I've been helping to build the LinkedIn brand in market.
Wow.
I was part of the startup team for LinkedIn back in 2010. And over that process of 5 years, I helped drive the brand to sort of 600% in terms of our membership growth with LinkedIn. And certainly today is exciting for me because I'm back in startup mode.
Yep.
And I'm really looking forward to sort of rolling up my sleeves, working in an entrepreneurial fashion again, and bringing a great brand and product to market for Australia.
Now we've all heard about the Super Bowl ads in the States. What sort of local marketing plan will you have? Maybe sponsoring some local footy team?
Yeah, look, the sponsorship of sporting and other areas at GoDaddy was very much part of the GoDaddy past.
Yeah.
They've made some movements over the last 2 years to really transition the brand, to take a more thoughtful approach to really positioning it as a global brand that's in the corner for small businesses. And
so in Australia, will we see web ads? Will you be doing stuff on TV or radio or print?
So in the Australian market, if we look at our audience has 90% internet penetration over here, as you know. What's fascinating to us is that less than 50% of these small businesses have a website. So we see a tremendous runway to implement a sort of broad-based marketing education strategy. How we're looking at that at the moment is really multifaceted. We want to take a multi-channeled approach, make it really integrated, make it really localized to the market to show them the benefits of getting online with GoDaddy.
Now most iTWire viewers are pretty tech savvy, but what would be some of your advice for someone who want to set up a digital web presence for the first time, or who might want to spruce up something they're already doing? What are some of the tips you can offer?
Yeah, so the beauty of GoDaddy is we make it really easy for people to get online. They don't necessarily need a PhD or a technology degree to get online, and that's certainly a message we're going to be taking to the small business market here. But I think when they think of their online presence, it's really around a couple of key themes for us, which is naming their business online, so they have a business plan, they know what they want to do. It's securing that space online with a great domain that really resonates with their business. Second of all, it's I guess offering them tools to create a beautiful online presence, so bringing that idea to life. And thirdly, I think it's really about attracting new customers for them. We know that it's important for them to be online. They can obviously be more productive by having a website, and we give them the tools and tactics to be able to help them do that, as well as managing their customers as well moving forward.
Sure. Now, I mean, I'm a GoDaddy customer myself, and I've had to use the 24/7 customer support in the past. Always had a great experience. What sort of feedback do you think you'd be giving on how Australians might want their tech support, and might you be in the future opening up some local tech support operation, or do you think it might stay hosted in America where you already have a 24/7 operation?
So GoDaddy customer care is one of the most famous features of the brand. People know and love our customer care facility because it really is a way for small businesses to have someone hold their hand through setting up a process or an identity online. And we're going to be delivering that same customer care here in Australia for our Australian customers. What we've started to do is localise the numbers that they can call. We now have a Sydney number, a Melbourne number locally, and also a national toll-free number. And we'll be sort of taking a phased approach of what that looks like locally for the Australian market as well.
I noticed people like Google and other website firms who are not doing domain name registration but simply doing websites, although Google of course does so many other things. They have sales teams that are trying to get customers to create websites. Do you think GoDaddy will have something like that, or is that not really the focus just yet, because it's already, a lot of that stuff is online?
Yeah, so today's announcement really establishes myself as the country manager in market. What I'm going to be doing over the coming weeks and months is really figuring out what that team should look like and how we grow the business, and that will really be dependent on the growth of the customer base as well. So we'll be making those decisions over the coming weeks and months.
Just off the top of my head, can GoDaddy share how many Australian customers it might already have, or is that a trade secret?
Look, globally we have 13 million customers. I'm not able to break it down by local numbers.
That's right. Well, it's been around for a long time, so I'm sure there'd be a lot of them in Australia. Now, I always like to break things up a little bit and ask one of the questions that regular viewers would know that I ask of people I interview, and that's if you could share with us a great piece of advice you've received over the years that's really helped you to get you where you are today.
Yeah, well, you know, I think of the supporters that I have around me. I've got a great close group of advisors who have been guiding me in my career over the last 15 years or so. And I think for me, my career is all about adaptability, and that's the advice I've been given again and again, which is always to be adaptable, be open to new opportunities, and to be constantly learning as well. So that's probably the best advice I've had.
Sounds good. Now, any thoughts on how you think the domain name marketplace will look like in a decade? If we look in the crystal ball, you know, will it be saturated? Will there be more domain names than people on the planet, or is that maybe already the case?
Yeah, so at GoDaddy we have 50 million domains under management. I think when we look at the Australian market in particular, I see a huge runway ahead. As I said before, we know that there's almost sort of 100% internet saturation in the market, yet less than half of these small businesses have a website. So in terms of opportunity points, there's a massive runway ahead.
Any final messages for iTWire viewers and readers and for your current and potential customers?
I think it's just thinking through their online strategy. We know that there's a clear gap in understanding in the Australian market between where we're at in terms of connectivity and where these small businesses are at in terms of getting an online presence. So it's finding, I guess, the right tools and tactics to get them online. And so that would be the advice I'd be giving them. Come on to GoDaddy. We want to be providing an online solutions for all of their business needs throughout the whole business life cycle.
Tara, thank you very much and good luck in the new position.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.